guys, what's up? Welcome into You Just Made the List.
I like
Bring
it.
it in hot every single time.
Yeah, that needs... Yeah.
My name is Roger, and that is Ryan. I just wrote that on the spot, man.
On the spot, this guy's
I'm
good.
what you would call pure gold.
Yeah, you are.
You would find me on collections on the old people's channels.
Yes.
The greatest hits.
The greatest hits.
Speaking of hits, lots of hits to be given in January because we got Royal Rumble coming up. 30 people in a ring.
That's true.
60 people in two collective Royal Rumble matches.
That's true.
Lots of winners here. We're going to go over the Women's Royal Rumble today. Who we think is going to win that Royal Rumble.
Top 5 to win this thing.
Yeah, top 5. You guys know what to do in the game. If you haven't watched it before, there'll be a little eye above Ryan's head flagging out right about now.
That's right.
It's there through the whole video. You can click it anytime. And what you'll be able to do is vote on mine or Ryan's list. Whose list do you think is better? Whose list do you think has a higher probability of having a winner on it?
Yes.
Or the winner. And what you can also do is leave your list in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. You don't have to do that to leave your list. Just comment on them anyway. But subscribe to the channel. Leave your list in the comments. Let us know who you thought was better. Vote above Ryan's head. And we're going to jump right into this Women's Royal Rumble.
Number 5, go.
Number 5. I have Nia Jax winning the Royal Rumble at my number 5.
I would be so disappointed in that.
I'd be so disappointed. I don't think it's going to happen. But, man, could I see it happen,
Yeah,
dude?
I mean, I feel like there's definitely a world where that happens.
Yeah, WWE loves pushing Nia. And I think Nia, I try not to be too hard on wrestlers.
I know.
I try to be as kind as I can. But Nia, since her first match with Ronda, has been going progressively downhill.
Oh, dude, her
promos have gotten worse.
Her and Tamina.
Her in-ring has gotten worse. Yeah, she's stuck with Tamina now. And it's just like the clunkiest tag team.
Step in line, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
What
but
line?
WWE freaking loves them.
I know.
They love Nia, and that's fine. And I wish the best for Nia, but I could totally see WWE be like, hey, yeah, let's cash in on Nia again. She won the Evolution Battle Royal.
The boos will ring out, but it could happen. It definitely
it would
could
get
happen.
a reaction, and I could see WWE going for something like that, dude. Who do you got for your number 5?
It's a long shot.
Okay,
I got Paige.
you got Paige. Okay, that is a long shot.
I don't think she's done yet.
You don't think so?
I don't think she's.
You think
done
she got
yet.
some of them Daniel Bryan treatments?
I mean, maybe.
Them hyperbolic time chambers?
I'm just saying, Kurt Angle's broken his neck a million times, and the guy still does.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like she's not done yet. She's no longer the GM. She's available. So
yeah, and
definitely
it would be a huge
possibility.
markout moment in the Royal Rumble to see Paige come out. She didn't get to participate last year.
That's true.
She could totally participate. She
missed Evolution.
Assuming that she's okay.
Yes.
That would be a huge moment for people, and I would love that.
I hope that if she does, they're able to keep it quiet. And
that would be a real surprise.
And you don't know she's cleared.
Right. See, that's a cool one, dude. That's a cool one.
Alrighty.
Let me go on to my number 4 here.
Let
me tell you what I got for you. I got Ruby Riott.
I like it.
We're in this era of WWE. The year is starting new. They've made promises, seemingly to push some of the mid-card people, the younger talent that people can get behind, build some new stars, and we'll see what happens. Ruby Riott is a good choice to go there.
I like it.
I think that Ruby Riott would be a good foil and counter match at WrestleMania with Asuka, or Becky if Becky picks up that title, at Royal Rumble, or Ronda even.
Right.
I think Ruby Riott is a really good wrestler. I think she can go a long way if WWE puts a little bit behind her. And I think there is a chance that they could. Do I think it'll happen? Probably not. That's why she's just 4 on the list. But if they really wanted to make a big splash and really surprise people and show that they're pushing people forward, Ruby Riott has proven time and time again that she's a good wrestler.
Okay.
And it would be a good moment. I think a lot of people do like Ruby Riott, so I could see it happening.
I can see it happening.
Yeah.
And on a similar note, my number 4 is like that too.
Okay.
I got Ember Moon.
Ember Moon.
It's kind of a long shot as well. She hasn't really gotten that much of a push. But if you're going to build new stars, and especially ones that I think people like a lot,
Yeah.
I feel like she's a good choice.
The lady does a stunner off the top rope.
Yes, and that will be her downfall in how she gets eliminated from the Rumble, possibly.
Probably.
But I think a lot of people like Ember Moon. I think if you're gonna push a new woman, especially on Raw, when you need it really bad, so we can get Nia out of the top.
Yeah.
These big views. Put Ember Moon in there. She's freaking great. I like Ember Moon.
Yeah, I like Ember Moon too. I'd be totally down with that. Let me hit you with my number 3, dude.
Hit it.
Let's go to SmackDown.
Okay.
Let's talk Zelina Vega.
Oh, wow.
Somebody who's never got a chance to shine on SmackDown.
That's true.
And she is a damn good wrestler. And
I like her.
We all know that she's a damn good wrestler. And I think that could be a big surprise for WWE to show off. Hey, Zelina Vega can freaking go.
She's
with Andrade.
She's with Andrade, and I love them together because it's so good.
Both have a giant chance to be stars.
Oh, yeah. And she's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love it for her to win it. I don't know how big of a long shot it is.
Yeah, that one could be my longest shot, but I really would like to see somebody like Zelina Vega win.
I would too.
Because I think she could put on a hell of a match with Oscar.
Well, we know she can talk, so building towards a match with somebody would definitely not be bad.
I think she, assuming that WWE continues wanting to push them, she could be a major player, if they choose to start building up some of these newer faces. Because she's very good. She is very, very, very
Show us
good.
we're in that new era. I get it.
Yeah, I want to see that. And that's kind of where I went with my top 3 picks, aside from Nia. But,
not on that note.
Not on that note. Let's go to your number 3, dude.
Let's go to my number 3. I got Bayley in there.
Bayley, okay.
And she's another person that since getting moved up to main roster and put with Sasha and all that, she got the belt, but it didn't really go well. I think she needs a good push because I think she's actually a better wrestler than she gets credit for. Mm-hmm. We know she can put on a good match. We saw her and Charlotte go and stuff.
Yeah, she's put on one of arguably the best women's matches of all time with Sasha Banks.
If Becky picks up that belt, if Becky picks up the belt, she'd be good to face her if she's not going to face Ronda or somebody at WrestleMania. Or just, really anyone. She could have a good match with him. I like Bayley winning. That I would be okay with that.
Yeah, it'd be a good way to reboot Bayley as a credible.
She was like huge face, and I guess she kind of is in a lot of ways still a big face.
Yeah, people still love Bayley, but they don't love her as much.
She's not being booked very well. I think if she was booked better, people would like her.
She's definitely one they could use to put a little shine on because I mean, Bayley's great.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people will still like her and come back around to her. She'd be a great person to win the Rumble.
Yeah.
Let's go to them number 2s.
Let's go to these number 2s.
Number 2, I have Becky Lynch winning. Now, this is post SmackDown where Becky Lynch, where she won the opportunity to face Asuka at the Royal Rumble for the belt.
I also have Becky Lynch at number 2.
Okay, so let's get into it, dude, because you're probably on the same wavelength as me, the same one.
I think if you're going to write a storyline where she loses to Asuka, which I kind of think she should, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think so, too.
She should.
I think Asuka needs a good long stretch with that belt.
I think it would be a very good writing to have Becky come back out for the Women's Rumble, like near the end. Obviously, she's already going to wrestle one match. Put her near the end.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a damn good match, too.
Yes. Let her come in at the end and freaking win it. Nobody would really see that coming except me and Roger.
Yeah. Unless you see it coming, put it in the comments below.
Put it in the comments if you could see that coming.
But Becky losing that match and then coming back into the Rumble to win the Rumble, it's a big moment, and people are going to go nuts for it. That is a stone cold moment if I've ever heard one.
Oh, yeah.
And let's go back to, what was it, WrestleMania 31? Seth Rollins lost his match to Randy Orton that night. And then he came out later to cash in his Money in the Bank in the main event.
Oh, yeah.
And he won the
belt.
The belt from Lesnar.
Yes.
So I could see them digging back into that well. It's been a while since it's happened. Mm-hmm. And it was massively popular the first time it happened.
Oh, he got huge heat for that.
I think people were excited, too, because I think people liked Rollins. But yes.
Well, people are excited anytime the belt at that point wasn't getting stuck with Brock or Roman.
And they didn't want Roman.
Yeah.
Now, people don't want. I would argue that people don't want to see anybody but Becky win this thing. Right now they want to see Becky win everything.
Yes.
And that is a good move for WWE to have Becky come back out and win this Royal Rumble. But she is only our number 2. And now, at this point, I'm realizing that we probably had the exact same number 1, and I'm pretty sure everybody has predicted it by now. Our number 1, and I'm going to speak for Ryan right now,
that's true,
is Charlotte Flair.
Yeah. And really, I mean, can you argue against her winning that?
No, I can't, dude. I can't. I know people will.
People will hate it. I don't know why. I mean, come on, guys.
It's Charlotte, and Charlotte kills it out there, dude.
She's one of the best women on the roster.
She proves her worth time and time and time and time and
She's
time. She's
one of the biggest women in wrestling, just in general.
And if you think she isn't walking out of her career as a freaking contender for the best female wrestler of all time, if she isn't in the conversation for the top 2 or 3, I will be shocked. I mean, by the time her career is over.
She's really good.
She's really good.
She brings it with promos. She always gives it her all in the ring. She always puts on good matches. I think if they gave it to her, it certainly would be the least shocking thing about the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
there'd be nothing shocking about it.
We've heard forever that they wanted the 4 horsewomen versus four horsewomen.
Yes,
and you know that whoever is winning out of Becky or Charlotte, they're going to Ronda.
Probably.
And that's where you start that.
If Becky or Charlotte win, I feel like they're going for Ronda.
I feel like if there's going to be a main event at WrestleMania with the women, Becky or Charlotte, or both of them, need to be in that main event. Yeah. Especially now.
Yeah. I think people may hate it. People may think it's a bad idea. Love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate it. I like it. I like Charlotte. I'm not afraid to go out on a limb and say that I've always liked Charlotte.
Yeah.
And I think she wears that name well. I think she pays, she pays her dues. She gets her ass beat in that ring, and she beats some ass in the ring, and she innovates, and she gets better, and she still has a long career ahead of her to keep growing. I think, we're in the midst of a meteoric rise for Charlotte Flair.
Oh, absolutely. She's great.
Mm-hmm. So
that's our list.
Yeah, those are our lists. You guys know what to do. Let us know what you thought. Vote in the little eye above Ryan's head.
Yep.
And
if you got a better number 1, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. If you can pick somebody that isn't Charlotte Flair,
that you think is more likely to win that Rumble.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and put Becky Lynch in that conversation. I can see you flip-flopping the two.
Yes. If you think
especially
somebody
after that compelling argument.
If you think anybody is more likely than Becky or Charlotte to win that thing, please let us know.
Yeah, I would be curious.
I would, because I racked my brain for this, and I couldn't think of any other top 2 that could actually win this thing.
So, you guys, we'll see you later. Please
Bye-bye.
leave the comments below, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next list.